In today's show, the Guggenheim CIO expects Bitcoin to drop to $20,000 after predicting a $400,000 long-term price target just a month ago. That's right, he was recently interviewed on CNBC's Closing Bell, in which he shares the following. Check it out.
I think that for the time being, we probably have put in the top for Bitcoin for the next year or so, and that we're likely to see a full retracement back toward the 20,000 level.
Now, while I obviously disagree, I will be breaking this down for you right here in today's show. Also, breaking news, BlackRock, a $1 trillion asset manager, is getting into the Bitcoin game. That's right, BlackRock has joined the Bitcoin business. The world's largest asset manager has said 2 of its funds can now invest into the cryptocurrency. And as Willy Woo points out right here, BlackRock loves Bitcoin. They manage the equivalent of 8% of the world GDP. Bitcoin is 0.6% of the world GDP. In comparison, this is what happens to Bitcoin price when the high net worth get that kind of validation to buy Bitcoin. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Now check out this interesting comparison. At Donald Trump's inauguration, Bitcoin was trading at $896 and Ethereum at $10. Now at Joe Biden's inauguration, which went down just yesterday, Bitcoin was trading just above $34,000 and Ethereum just above $1,300. It's going to be an interesting next 4 years. That's to say the least. Also in today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 reasons why the Bitcoin price could retest that 40K resistance all over again. We're also going to be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the major cryptos are currently correcting and in the red. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, if interested in trading Bitcoin or Ethereum, be sure to check out the Bybit exchange. There's a promo going on where you can receive up to a $620 free BTC bonus deposited directly into your account by using my affiliate link, as well as the voucher code you see right below this video in the description, along with all the details. So let's start stacking those sats, shall we? All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. We have a lot to discuss, so let's dive right in, shall we? A senior executive at financial services firm Guggenheim Partners, which is planning to seek investment exposure to the king of all crypto, has argued that Bitcoin is poised to drop to $20,000. Now, Scott Minerd, Guggenheim's chief investment officer, believes that Bitcoin will not hit another all-time high in 2021, according to a January 21st episode of CNBC's Closing Bell. As I shared with you in the intro of the show, he goes on to share, I think for the time being, we probably put in the top for Bitcoin for the next year or so, says Scott Minerd, and we're likely to see a full retracement back toward the $20,000 level. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Scott Minerd. Now, I obviously disagree. I do feel Bitcoin will reach many new all-time highs this year, and I do not feel that that $42,000 price point was the top. I do feel we're still just in the bottom of the first inning, but hey, that's just me. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments right down below. Now, despite Minerd's bearish short-term Bitcoin prediction, the CIO apparently still maintains a stance that one Bitcoin will be worth as much as $400,000 one day. In late 2020, when Bitcoin was on its way to cross its new all-time highs, the CIO called for a $400,000 long-term price target for Bitcoin. He subsequently went bearish on Bitcoin in the short term, claiming that Bitcoin's parabolic rise is unsustainable in the near term on January 10th. Now, some in the crypto community have gotten mixed signals from Minerd's variant predictions. One crypto user juxtaposed 2 separate headlines with Minerd's comments on the Bitcoin price. Let's check it out right here on crypto Twitter. The Guggenheim CIO Scott Minerd, ladies and gentlemen, I will just leave this here. Draw your own conclusions. Let's check out the first headline dated December 16th, 2020. Guggenheim's Scott Minerd says Bitcoin should be worth $400,000. Now let's fast forward to 1 month later, January 20th of 2021. Guggenheim's Minerd sees Bitcoin going back to $20,000. Draw your own conclusions. Now my initial instinct tells me if he's going to go out there and predict a $400,000 Bitcoin price, then 1 month later say Bitcoin is going to drop all the way down to 20K and not hit a new all-time high until the following years, this tells me there could be manipulation in play, but I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. Guggenheim Partners moved into the crypto industry in late 2020 after the company filed an application with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to seek investment exposure to Bitcoin through the Bitcoin Trust product. You also got to keep in mind, if Bitcoin drops, they're just going to accumulate on the low and stack those sats as the major institutions continue to do in 2021. Now, Minerd's bearish Bitcoin prediction comes amid another negative Bitcoin correction, with Bitcoin dipping below 34K on January 20th. As Cointelegraph reported, the selling pressure on Bitcoin mostly came from Asia in the first 2 weeks of January, while the United States market also started to see weakness amid a correction on January 19th. All right, and before I break down our next breaking story of the day, BlackRock, $1 trillion asset manager, getting into the Bitcoin game, but let's first take a quick look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin is still correcting. We have Ethereum and all the major altcoins minus Polkadot and Chainlink in the red, with Bitcoin down about 6.5%, trading just above 32,400. We have Ethereum down 3.5%, trading at $1,245. How low do you think BTC and ETH will go? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day. BlackRock has joined the Bitcoin business. The world's largest asset manager has said 2 of its funds can now invest into the king of all crypto. That's right, BlackRock has authorized 2 of its funds to invest into Bitcoin futures, according to filings released on Wednesday with the Securities and Exchange Commission. This move allows exposure to cryptocurrencies for clients of the world's largest asset manager for the first time. The $8.7 trillion asset manager said it could use Bitcoin derivatives among other assets under the BlackRock Strategic Income Opportunities and the BlackRock Global Allocation Fund. So there you have it. The funds are only permitted to trade cash-settled Bitcoin futures, meaning the holder will receive a simple cash credit once the contract expires. Such settlements do not require physical delivery of the underlying asset. More specifically, BlackRock's 2 funds will trade only in those Bitcoin futures that trade on exchanges registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. At present, the only exchange registered to do so is the CME. Bitcoin soared to an all-time high of about $42,000 earlier this month, driven largely by record amounts of money being pumped into economies by governments and central banks to aid relief from the coronavirus crisis. The token was trading around 33,000 on Thursday, a drop of almost 6% for the day. BlackRock reported assets under management of $8.68 trillion as of December 31st. In December, the CEO Larry Fink noted that the world's most popular cryptocurrency is seeing giant moves on a daily basis and could possibly unfold into a global market. That's right, and we also have Rick Ryder, the firm's chief investment officer, told Bloomberg shortly after that there is a clear demand for Bitcoin and that it's going to be a part of the asset suite for investors for a long time. I agree 100%. Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. Now, checking out the latest from Willy Woo regarding this BlackRock breaking news. BlackRock loves BTC. They manage the equivalent of 8% of the world GDP. Bitcoin is 0.6% of the world GDP. In comparison, this is what happens to Bitcoin price when the high net worth get that kind of validation to buy Bitcoin. As you can see right here on your screen, the market is going to go parabolic. Just saying. He also went on to share, oh look, suddenly there's a whole bunch of newly minted whales, hodlers of 1,000 Bitcoin worth 32 million of Bitcoin or more. I'm seeing more whales coming in on this dip, as you can see right here in this graph, and the numbers don't lie. And Willy Woo also goes on to share, coins are moving off the market to very strong hodlers, the ones that keep accumulating without selling, which are depicted right here in the red, brought to you by Glassnode Analytics. And before I break down our next story of the day, and I share with you the 3 reasons why Bitcoin could retest that 40K resistance all over again. But let's first take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at 944 billion with almost 150 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and current Bitcoin dominance is still on the decline at 64.4%, and the current Bitcoin market cap is sitting at $608 billion. Now checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have Curve Dow token up 17%, trading at $1.58. Hedera Hashgraph up almost 15%, trading just above 10.6 cents. We have Icon up 13%, trading just below 77 cents. Polkadot up 7.5%, trading at $16.50 and up 38% for the week. And OKB up 6%, trading at $6.27. Now checking out the top losers within the top 100, we have Engine Coin, which is still up 95% for the week, but down 13% for the day, trading at 36 cents. Ocean Protocol down 12%, trading at 51 cents. Energy Web Token down about 11%, trading at $8. And Celsius down almost 9%, trading at $4.17. Now, out of this list of the biggest gainers and losers, which altcoins in particular are you most bullish on? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 75 in greed. Yesterday was a 78, last week an 83, and last month an 88 in extreme greed. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that frickin' dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day, shall we? The benchmark crypto touched an intraday low of 34,200, making a higher high after falling below the $34,000 support level in the previous session. Its plunge majorly appeared due to profit-taking sentiment among traders and investors, primarily after the price crossed the $38,000 to $40,000 range on more than 2 occasions. As crypto quant CEO Ki Jong-ju noted, spot inflows into the crypto exchanges cooled down this week, signaling an extended downside correction in the future. Checking out his tweets right here on crypto Twitter. He wrote this on January 20th. Whales are depositing Bitcoin to exchanges. No doubt it'll hit $100,000 this year, but in the short term, if we wouldn't see any significant buy-in pressure from Coinbase Pro, I think Bitcoin would be bearish. Should keep your eyes on Coinbase Outflow, and Coinbase Premium will launch by tomorrow. And he added this right here to this tweet: $35,684 to $34,054, and I expect more. Bitcoin OG whales are strong if there are no spot inflows. Nevertheless, long-term bullish fundamentals turned plentiful this week, giving Bitcoin ample ammunition to continue its upside run. So why the cryptocurrency could hit $40,000 all over again? Here are the 3 reasons. Number 1, the BlackRock announcement, which I just shared with you, which is breaking news and a pretty major deal. One of the world's leading investment firms filed documents with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission stating that it wants to launch cash-settled Bitcoin futures for 2 of its funds, the BlackRock Global Allocation Fund as well as the BlackRock Strategic Income Opportunities portfolio. While the announcement does not guarantee that BlackRock would launch a Bitcoin-enabled futures investment service, it does nonetheless highlight a drastic shift in the tone of the New York's $8 trillion plus firm towards cryptocurrencies in general. Back in 2017, the BlackRock CEO Larry Fink had called Bitcoin index of money laundering, but their latest inclusion of Bitcoin in their SEC filings shows a different take on the cryptocurrency. It confirms the crypto's growth as a mainstream financial asset, same in line with its top hedging rival, gold. Now for the number 2 reason why the Bitcoin price could reclaim that 40K resistance is Greyscale's Bitcoin accumulation. That's right, Greyscale, the world's largest crypto investment firm, has purchased an additional $600 million worth of Bitcoin, which I covered in a previous episode, after pausing its accumulation spree for over a week. Data provided by BuyBT.com shows that the New York firm added 16,244 Bitcoin to its vault, taking the total reserves to $23 billion, as you can see on your screen right here. Now, analysts see Greyscale's accumulation spree into the new year as a signal of another price rally ahead, and I agree 100%. Greyscale bought more than 8,000 Bitcoin, said Clark Davis, a crypto YouTuber. If they did that every day, they would buy 2.9 million Bitcoin this year. There are only 2 million on exchanges. There is no scenario where this insane demand that the price is not going to go much higher. I couldn't agree more, because I expect a Bitcoin shortage coming. There's only so much Bitcoin to go around, and with the massive demand from these major institutions purchasing more, which is the daily mine supply, what else can you expect? Let me know your thoughts if you agree or disagree in the comments right down below. And now for the 3rd and final reason why the Bitcoin price could retest that 40K resistance, which is the Bullish Triangle. But before I break this down, first I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 670 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. You can also follow me on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes. You can also follow me on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is Crypto News. Yes, and for those of you active on Facebook, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy. To join it, click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat, which is uncensored. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added. I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down the 3rd and final reason the Bitcoin price is likely to break that 40K resistance, and it's the Bullish Triangle. Bitcoin is looking bullish on a technical front as well. The cryptocurrency is now forming forming a bullish symmetrical triangle while consolidating inside of it since its first major correction from near $42,000, as you can see right here on your screen. Now, ideally, the Bitcoin exchange rate should break out in the direction of its previous trend, which is bullish. That would technically shift the pair's upside target by as much as $14,289, the triangle's maximum height, which would bring the Bitcoin price up to at least $50,000. When do you feel Bitcoin is likely to reach a new all-time high of 50K? Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. Now let's check out this tweet because it's very interesting. On Donald Trump's inauguration day, Bitcoin was trading at $896 and Ethereum at $10. Now, 4 years later, which was yesterday at Joe Biden's inauguration, Bitcoin was trading at just above $34,000 and Ethereum at $1,300. Where do you think Bitcoin and Ethereum price will be in another 4 years? Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. All right, now for a quick recap of what I covered with you right here in today's show. Guggenheim CIO Scott Minerd expects Bitcoin to drop to $20,000 even after predicting a $400,000 long-term price target just a month ago. As he shared on CNBC's Closing Bell, I think for the time being, we've probably put in the top for Bitcoin for the next year or so, says Scott Minerd, and we're likely to see a full retracement back toward the $20,000 level. Obviously, I disagree, but I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments right down below. I also shared with you breaking news. BlackRock, a $1 trillion asset manager, is getting into the Bitcoin game. That's right, BlackRock has joined the Bitcoin business. The world's largest asset manager has said 2 of its funds can now invest into the cryptocurrency, as I shared with you. Also, I shared the latest from Willy Woo. In response to this, he wrote, BlackRock loves Bitcoin. They manage the equivalent of 8% of the world GDP. Bitcoin is 0.6% of the world GDP. In comparison, this is what happens to Bitcoin price when the high net worth get that kind of validation to buy Bitcoin. Touche. Also in today's show, I shared 3 reasons why Bitcoin could retest $40,000 all over again and even break out above $50,000. I even shared this interesting fact of 4 years ago at Donald Trump's inauguration, Bitcoin was trading at about $900 and Ethereum at just $10. And yesterday at Joe Biden's inauguration, Bitcoin now trading at $34,000 with Ethereum at $1,300. So it's going to be an interesting next 4 years to say the least. So where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go from here? How low shall she go? Let me know in the comments right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And real quick before I go, if interested in trading Bitcoin or Ethereum, be sure to check out the Bybit exchange. They have a special promo going on where you can receive up to a $620 free BTC trading bonus deposited directly into your account by using the voucher code in my affiliate link right down below this video. In the description, you can also see the full details. So go ahead and take advantage of this amazing offer. Let's start stacking those sats, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.